if you ever go to Rome, go to St. Isidora's, which was the old Irish college. And I went to St. Isidora's. My father was there in 1950. And you know, just all the great manuscripts, you know, when you went to see them in Trinity when they came over, were, they were there rotting away. Oh, I came home and I ate them all. I mean, these are centuries of the most wonderful. Yeah. But Eugene O'Curry, he was the one who did all those. You see, look, there's your... Here we are, the Askeaton Psalter, look. The Askeaton Psalter. And then I look at the Hebrew. The Bowden Library, you should contact the Bowden Library. I'm sitting contacting the Bowden Library.
They told you it wasn't there, didn't they?
No, it was the British Museum in London told me it wasn't there. But I know where it is, because I know from Eugene O'Curry where it is. The Psalter is the instrument that accompanies the Psalms, and is our sovereign seal. Anno Domini 2005, so that's, and has 12 strings, a Christian symbol and ethos. In 1849, Eugene O'Curry travelled to London and visited the libraries, the British Museum and the Bowden Library. And that's what you see, I know where he went to. And they began to call me and think they do. And I let them think that.
There's the O'Curry College there, isn't it?
That's it there. And look, Michael Cusick. Did you see that down? Was that down?
Yeah.
And that's James McGuire. Look, married to Catherine O'Curry. I'm finding there's two McGuires are one. And of course that's rare. And of course they would know all about sovereignty and sovereign seals, harps and everything else. And John O'Donovan. I mean, I believe that they are still regarded as, aren't they? I mean, you now, you're into studying that. I mean, I'm not a historian.
Well, I was never told about John O'Donovan and Eugene O'Curry in school, but the work that they did for restoring, translating all these old works.
And of course, Eugene was all Irish. Eugene was the Irish scholar. And of course, there was a row too. They were married to two sisters. What's the name of them? From Broadford, Clare. I think we knew. But anyway, the whole lot of the O'Currys was a whole family there working on those manuscripts and things. The father, Eoghan
O'Curry, yeah.
And you see a photograph of him in a sort of a top hat and tailcoat and sort of a grey horse with two long sticks and a basket in. He collected all those during the famine and buried all the people around there that died of the famine. He gave them a Christian burial, Eoghan. And that you see that, but you don't know what it is. You'd often see that in prints and that thing. But that was all. But anyway, that's where Michael Cusick, he got, you know, all that from. But they still have that every year. I've never been to it. But what was I talking about? But John, Eugene, and they all did the research, you know, all the family of the O'Currys. And trying to think of the name of the girls that were married. Anyway, and Eugene, of course, he wasn't. I mean, John, you see, was from Kilkenny and would be a bit more anglicised, you see, but Eugene wouldn't be. Eugene didn't speak. It was he learned to speak English in Kilkee for the visitors. He was spoken Irish all the time. And they used to have to. They worked for, you know, the commissions, like the Board of Works. He was the only one who, you know, in Limerick had said Sarsfield Bridge, that could do the mathematics to build the Sarsfield Bridge and all around that. He worked for the Works in the end, and did all those
because he understood the harp.
He understood all the mathematics of it. Yeah. But John O'Donovan, anyway, John used to be getting him to sign, "Your obedient servant," you know, the Crown, you know, always they had their reports all, and he used to go through the walls. He wouldn't sign it. Because they wouldn't pay him, you see, if they didn't sign, you know. Yeah. This was a British, very British. And there's been murder over him, the two of them. But in the end, they never got the recognition for doing all the research of the Annals of the Four Masters. Yeah. John got it, but Eugene didn't, or any of his family never got any of it. Because the same thing like Geary at the time. You know, Geary didn't get his degree either, his law degree. He was here in 1913, all during the troubled times, you know. Yeah. And India's independence, I told you, and the British wouldn't give him his degree. They wouldn't give Sam McGuire. They withdrew all these things from Sam, you know, his pension, everything. He died of starvation. And the same with Eugene O'Curry. They wouldn't give him any credit or anything. And the same, and he did it for Maynooth as well, as you know. I mean, Minute, all this paper's gone minute. Just know that. It's amazing what's around.
Obviously, that information is very, about Vaughan's Hotel and all the, it's there someplace, and there's only very few people see it or know what it is. But Minute are bastards, and they have all Eugene O'Curry's papers out there as well. And of course, there you're talking about Cardinal Newman. He was the first Catholic history professor. It was Newman appointed him, Eugene O'Curry, in Newman College in Dublin. Do you know where it is? Up in Stephen's Green. It was before UCD came into being. It was Newman College. And do you know what the Byzantine church is?
No.
It was Newman set up that as well. It's on Stephen's Green. You know where Newman House in Stephen's Green? Are you from Dublin? You go up to the other side of the park, up there. If you're coming up, it's over that side, and it's up from the corner. That's where UCD used to be. The concert hall and all that, and that was all part of UCD. That's where it came out of, was Newman College. And the church is up there. It's a Byzantine church, and there's a plaque up in it. Go up and look at it, to Eugene O'Curry.
No, I'll check that out.
And he was the first, Newman was the first Irish Catholic historian, I think that's what he was. He went to Queen's too. He was a brilliant man.
Eugene O'Curry?
Yeah. Well, Catherine O'Curry was married to James McGuire, and that Brehon Law School, and it was Michael Cusick, founded the GAA.
Yeah.
He went to the O'Curry Brehon Law School down in Doonaha.
And the Brehon Law Commission, that was John O'Donovan and Eugene O'Curry, wasn't it?
Well, they were involved, but that was that's still, all those records are still there, I believe, in Dublin. There's still a place in Dublin where they still. And I told you, Eugene O'Curry's, they have a school every year, Brehon Law School in Carrigaholt, which is near Doonaha. There's a plaque down from there as well if you go down to Clare. And I think students go down to that because he's in the telephone directory, the fellow who was looking after it.
Well, we need a few Brehons, so we might be sending them down there.
But that's what Brehon is a judge.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from. And the Brehon Law, you see, that's why 13 strings in that. We put up 12 strings, for the Dáil courts on the 21st of January 1998. But out of the Free State and Civil War, then for anyone who betrayed the 1916 proclamation of the Sovereign Republic of Eire, there was no execution in Brehon Law, and that's why 13 strings are up in all the courts. If you did that, that's your punishment. That's up there. That's the law of the land. That's what it's telling you. So there's no doubt about it. That's what's up there. And if you do that, that's your punishment.